It may seem weird to you, or to be exact a senseless daydream, that spitting jokes and stand-up goof-ups can make you a multi-millionaire. But no, this is hella true that people are actually dancing in millions and billions of dollars just by showing up their on-the-spot humor. Are you still disbelieving? LMAO, just look at Kevin Hart. He's among the world's biggest stand-up comedians with a net worth of almost $450 million. Isn't this huge? He's the Jumanji star, the ultimate spokesperson, a phenomenal entertainer, and a man endowed with divine humor and swagger. Kevin is among the most highly paid entertainers, with some extremely popular Hollywood movies under his belt. He charges almost $20 million for a single role per show. Not only this, Kevin has won several People's Choice Awards in different shows, making him the most demanding comedian in town. Kevin's widely famous for his self-depreciation jokes regarding his own family, and this makes him relate to the audience heart by heart. His humor and sarcastic jokes are naturally uttered. Many of his shows are based on his own life. In short, you'll never find him joking philosophically. He utters naturally with some noteworthy and unique facial expressions. He never says no to an opportunity, whether it's about TV commercials or big-budget movies. And we all know who could be more successful than an ultimate hustler. The struggles and rise of the comedian. Getting out of a trauma-full childhood and being shaped as the best stand-up comedian, oh, how more successful a man could be. Kevin doesn't make people always laugh, since sometimes his tragic stories leave you with red, watery eyes. From adulthood, the comedian always got his father to do drugs, but ever since he never lost his mind, though he frequently felt to do so, but always ended up being a respectful adult. Later, after a tumultuous struggle, Kevin got his father treated in rehab, which changed his life to an ultimately prosperous horizon. However, he dropped out of college for the diddly squat grades he used to get, and began working as a shoe salesperson in a sneaker store. Even while Kevin cherished his work, but his true joy was always making others laugh. But on the urging of his pals, he eventually began doing stand-up comedy at local amateur nights. So he ended up kissing the sneaker store a tight goodbye, as we all know. In the start, the people of his hometown Philadelphia even threw so much hate at him. He used to receive relentless criticism, hating judgments, and self-bashing disapproval for his jokes. Not only, but the comedian went to jail, suffered from his mother's death, a terrifying car accident, and whatnot you can think of only. He's definitely the epitome of how strong a man should be. HeartBeat and LOL. After loads of painstaking struggles, Kevin was finally able to mark himself out of the competition. His commodious act, I Am a Little Grown Man, and Laugh at My Pain went straight to #1 and grossed over millions of dollars for him. Yeah, he had a slow start and some tough bounce back that we can only imagine surviving. But consistency and hustle to grow made him have million-worthy companies. He now owns $2 million productions HeartBeat and Laugh Out Loud. Let's start with HeartBeat. It was a venture firm created to invest in companies that focus on life, media, and technology with the interaction of comedy. Kevin owns 85% of the stake in this company, and it is individually worth $650 million. Imagine how much he only makes from HeartBeat. Well, on the other side, Laugh Out Loud, commonly known as LOL, is another money-making production of Kevin Hart that widely encourages the top comedic talent of all ethnicities worldwide. The LOL network has created popular content, such as Cold as Balls, which has over 1 billion YouTube views and has gained international acclaim. It was recently revealed that both of his record firms had combined and received a $100 million investment from Arby's partners. The Calabasas Mansion. Kevin Hart now reportedly lives with his family and wife in the luxurious mansion at Calabasas. He bought the 26-acre plot in 2015 for almost $1.35 million and spent roughly around $2 million on a Spanish-designed construction. His well-facilitated home has everything a simple man can dream of. It boasts a playground, a home gym, an opulent dining area, a vast swimming pool, a cabana, a tennis court, and whatnot. The interior of the 9,349 square foot property has spacious formal living and dining rooms, an upgraded white kitchen with marble top and stainless appliances, a separate breakfast area, and a wine vault. There are also 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, including a private spa-style bathroom in the master suite. The planned backyard also has a koi pond fed by a waterfall, an alfresco dining space for parties, and an open-air kitchen with a barbecue, a pizza oven, and a fireplace. It is lavish and intriguing to see such luxuries at the veteran comedian's house, although it does no doubt that this man worked so hard to put his life into luxuries. The expensive watch collection. You may think this comedian only loves making people laugh, but no. This funny man also has a penchant for luxuries. He has a long list of expensive watches that he probably used twice or thrice. Let's see some of them. Rolex Daytona 116500. He has been seen wearing Rolex many times, but his favorite is the Daytona. Its surreal, fancy appearance is charming and classy. It comprises steel, gold, and gem set pieces, and contemporary and antique pieces. This futuristic classic, which cost roughly $14,550 but sells on the secondary market for around $38,000, is one of the most highly prized timepieces on the marketplace. Rolex Day-Date 2 218238. Kevin has several Rolex Daytona versions, and so Day-Date reference 218238 is one of his day dates, with a baguette diamond and ruby digits as the diamond crown. This watch is now on the market for a whopping $60,000, even without the crown. Patek Philippe Aquanaut Travel Time 5650G. Aside from Rolex, the comedian also has a couple of Patek Philippe watches. He is wearing a white gold Aquanaut Travel Time 5650G. The travel time features a time zone function that shows, in addition to the local time, the local date, a second time zone, and so on. This watch is pricey and hard to find, costing roughly $690,000. But who cares when you own billions? Patek Philippe Nautilus 5980R. Hart has been seen wearing various Nautilus watches, including a Rolls Gold Chrono. The 5980R is an intriguing watch, since both subdials are at 6 o'clock. This is not a common occurrence in a chronograph. The Nautilus 5980R costs $73,330. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar White Ceramic. His watch collection seemed to cost our entire lives, lol. Well, Kevin was recently seen donning the white ceramic Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Eternal. This perpetual calendar displays the day, date, month, astronomical moon, week of the year, and more sophisticated features. This sculpture retails for $135,000 but sells for about $400,000 on the marketplace. The ever-intriguing car fleet. Just like watches, Kevin also has a deep love for sporty-looked cars with advanced features. He possesses so many luxurious automobiles that are rare but top on performance. Ferrari 488 GTB. With a $450 million net worth, you can afford nearly any car you desire. As a result, Kevin owning a Ferrari is not shocking because he can. He paid around $250,000 for his Ferrari 488 GTB. It can go from 0 to roughly 100 miles per hour in only 6 seconds. 1966 Pontiac GTO. Kevin definitely has a sleek sense of modern classic themes, and this Pontiac GTO clearly illustrates it. The Pontiac doesn't have as much power as some other vehicles in his carport, but its antique look offsets it. The GTO is now valued at $56,976. Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. This comedian is worth having the million since he doesn't let his love for luxury end with the growing collection of expensive cars. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG can go to 60 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds. The body is made out of aluminum, making it ultra light to handle. It costs more than $200,000. 1967 Mustang Eleanor. The 1967 Mustang Eleanor is a more vintage addition to Kevin's collection. Kevin had the Mustang thoroughly restored to immaculate condition after purchasing it. Kevin freely admits to favoring an automatic transmission system over a manual drive, so he modified this edition with one. That's all for Kevin Hart's luxurious lifestyle. On the other hand, his collections of luxury watches, vehicles, jewelry, and mansions are not over. It was only a brief peek of how lavishly he lives after years of hardship and aftershocks from a sad upbringing. But now we can clearly say his struggles have paid him off.